Jonathan, thanks for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me,
I
man.
want to get your thoughts on what some are calling a movement of the spirit in our society around the world. College campuses have arenas full of students.
Mm-hmm.
You have a TV series, 200 million viewers worldwide. Bible sales are on the rise. Do you sense a spiritual awakening in our culture, or what would you call it?
I think I would term it that. Yeah, I think, and if it's not a full awakening, I think it's definitely a spiritual tide change, and I think spiritual movements start with cultural movements, and I think this artistic tendency towards quality storytelling that revolves around subjects of faith and figures in faith, I think are at the precipice of that, at the forefront of that movement. And I think when a show like ours can begin to saturate the culture globally, and then other projects start to come out as well, like, I did a movie, Jesus Revolution, which did really well, and it was also very well made by the filmmakers, and now there's House of David on Amazon, which is a fantastic series. It's like you see this burgeoning rash of projects that I think people are feeling more empowered to express their spirituality, express their faith, and to be bold, to take bold steps, because if it's in the culture, then it's like acceptable. If it's consumed by people in the way that television and media is consumed, and enough people are responding to it, then it's like, oh, that's how the culture changes. And that's how I think the movement of spirituality is then fostered on a much larger scale.
Do you see the chosen as having a role in society and spreading light and hope in a culture that's very dark?
I certainly hope so. Yeah, I mean, I would see it as that, and I see my role in that as somebody who wants to use his gifts and talents to serve God and shedding the light of the gospel in society.
The chosen has had widespread appeal to viewers across the political spectrum, the cultural spectrum. You've been on shows with people who, most people, not everybody agrees with, but they like your role. Why do you think that is, that it's had such a wide appeal?
I think the truth is undeniable. I think Jesus is for everybody. I think people that meet me realize that the only agenda I have is to spread the love of God everywhere I go, to the best of my abilities, and God willing, I'm doing that, but I can always go further with it. And I'll talk to anybody who wants to sit down with me and share my experience. And I've as you said, like, as you pointed out, I've been on, I've run the gamut of shows for people that probably would never be in the same room with each other, and I've been on their shows, and I feel warmth and welcome and hospitality from all of them, and I think that's because I'm trying to be a representative of the greatest human and greatest person and being that ever walked the face of the earth, which is Jesus, and the fact that he represents God and is God and represents love, and sharing that love. That's part of my mission.
Are you able to go out in public and get a hamburger without being noticed?
Depends on where I go.
Do you wear a disguise?
I wouldn't say glasses and a mustache, although I have a mustache, so people know my disguise. My disguise is when I shave. That people, I get much less noticed, and I think people are kind of even unnerved when they see me clean shaven, so that's kind of my disguise.
When you don't want to be noticed, what do you do?
I don't go shopping.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of hang close to home.
Final question, what are the themes of season 5?
Trust. I think it comes down to the disciples trusting Jesus. Jesus trusting the Father to bring him through the inevitable, knowing that he must drink of that cup, and that his Father's will shall be done.
Jonathan, thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.